Hey guys, welcome to today's video. This video is going to be about telling the cries apart on a Generation 6 baby. Now, I'm sure you're a little bit confused thinking you're holding a reborn baby, not a Realcare baby. But I have actually hybrid this baby with a Generation 6 Realcare. So, I was planning on using a Gen 6 Realcare for this video, and I accidentally took the box out of that baby, so I am using a hybrid instead. But I feel like this video is a little bit more helpful for people with hybrids at the moment because I feel like they're the more in thing than the Gen 6 babies, so we're going to do a hybrid instead. So I've put Bub into presentation mode. I will quickly show you her back so you know what I am talking about. And this is a terrible outfit choice, but this is what she was wrapped up in, ready to go home. So this is her back. So you can see that she's a Generation 6 on the back. So I put her in presentation mode with the controller. They don't come with a controller when you're buying them from me. I don't have controllers. They're hard to find or hard to get and or very expensive. There are some listed on eBay at the moment. I tried to buy them, but I couldn't. Anyways, let's get on to the cries. So I'm going to explain the cry a little bit the best I can, and this is not going to work like the baby normally does because I'm going to press the ID into the baby and then the baby is going to start crying because we're in presentation mode. So normally the baby cries and then you have to put baby's ID in. The first cry, which is going to be a feed cry, hungry, bottle, whatever you want to call it. It's a screamy cry. They're hungry, they want it now. When I personally look after a Realcare baby doll or a hybrid, the first thing I do is I ID the baby, and then I usually, if I'm not sure what it is, check for bottle. If that doesn't work, I usually move the baby because that's the next easiest thing to do, and check for motion. If that doesn't work, then I try nappy. If all of those things don't work, there could be a number of reasons, which we will look into further in the video. Just before we start, remember I'm in presentation mode, so I'm going to press the ID into the baby's back and then it's going to start the care event. And then when I'm done with the care event, I'm going to put the ID in the back and the baby will stop again. Then we can talk about the next care event that's coming. So here comes the screamy cry. Rocking's not doing anything. Don't forget her bottle. There's a fur on there. And we press to the lips. Baby appreciates the care. When baby's receiving the correct care, he or she will make a suckling noise. And then at the end, you'll hear a coo. So when I put the ID into the baby's back, we'll hear a coo because that will signify that the event is finished. There's the coo that you'll hear when baby's had the right amount of bottle and is finished with their feed. Now we're going to do the burp cry. Hear that whiny at the start? This sounds a little similar to the fussy cry. You should be able to get away with rocking Bub for this as well. Just a really gentle pat. I've found that the hybrids can be a little bit sensitive. I don't know if it's that they don't have that hard plastic encasing around them anymore. But yeah, gentle pat on the bum. And you can actually hear the little balls inside moving. Of course, you can do any other method of burping, like this one, but just keep it light. And I really think that on the bum is the best. I think on the back sometimes, I don't know, might be just make sure that you're doing this motion, not this motion. So you just want to move your wrist, really. Also, with the little backing plates that go on them, if you have that on, maybe that will help reduce the impact. Okay, so I'm going to put the ID in, and Bubby's going to burp, and it's the cutest noise that they make. My personal favourite. Where is it? Oh, it's so cute. Now we have nappy change or diaper change. I'm going to change her outfit while I do this one as well because it's too much effort. Let's listen to the cry. At the start. Giving her a rock? Not helping. Giving her a gentle pat? Not helping. She feels like such a real baby on her bum. Bub stops crying when the nappy is removed or when the sensor is removed. All of this class hair is absolutely free. You'll notice that we're changing from a black sensor to a white sensor. The originals are a blue sensor to a white sensor, but I don't have blue, what is this called? Velcro, so I've used black, but it's very similar. And the coo obviously means that Bubby is happy. And then just finish the nappy change. I'm just going to go and grab her something more suitable to wear. So I think this baby is a little bit of a mermaid baby. We have these scales on the nappy. And then we have a little mermaid nappy. So I thought that this little onesie that says Mermaid Squad would be perfect for her. This outfit is so big on her. It's newborn, but I think she's like a small newborn size. Okay, next thing, what are we doing? We are doing a rock. So we're going to put the ID in. Straight up. Just, this one sounds very, very, very similar to Fussy. Sorry, I didn't mean to move you. Keep crying, please. I just want her to cry for maybe 30 seconds and see where the cry goes. Sounds so similar to Fussy. That's it. but if you just give a gentle rock, you can even pat on the bum. But like I said, just be careful with the hybrids. And she'll make a really cute sound when you're giving her the correct care. It's like a little breathing sound. Sorry, I didn't mean to have my hair in your face. She feels like such a real baby, it's really weird. That is the right sound. I don't know why she's done it after I stopped though. I swear I used to make those sounds more often. I can understand why people think that, why am I doing this? The baby's not making noise. Baby cooed. I wanted you to make those sounds. Go back. Did I do your onesie up? Oh, good. So if I hold it in, it double beeps. It will start again. Alright, we want her to make the sound. I can hear the sensor moving. Also, make sure that you don't make too short. I didn't even hit you that hard. I did not. I told you they're sensitive. If you do get an abuse, you just need to give them a rock until they stop. I'm just going to replay that and go from there. The next one we have is wrong position. And this is a really big topic with the hybrids especially. So I've learnt some things along the way. And some of those things have been that hybrids do not like to be held. Well, regardless, Realcares don't either, but Realcares don't mesh into your body as easy as a reborn does. And it's very easy to hold. Let's get rid of the blanket. It is very easy to hold a reborn like this on your side with their head up, and you don't even realize that they're on their side, but they're on their side. They will cry, but they won't ID. So you'll be trying to ID them and you'll be like, why is this baby not IDing? Because it just wants to sit either on its back or straight upways. But usually back to bed sits cures the problem and will stop baby crying. So let's do wrong position. We'll start with the easy one. Don't put baby on its head. Does not appreciate it. It is a fussy kind of cry. The next one is on the side. Again, I'm not sure if this is when they're awake or asleep, but definitely when they're asleep. And it's so easy to do. Like I said, you're just holding Bubby here like this. This is how you hold babies. And it's on the side. It's enough to trigger the sensor. So you just need to turn Bubby back to the front. You can always nestle their head into the side. Like that. But yeah, see, that's a tiny, the slightest little turn just then. And even on the other side. And you can think Bubby wants a caravan. I wish I could test this right now. I think when I put one in simulation, I will do just a whole video on that. Maybe I'll even do a reel on that, just putting Bub like in a simulation and then holding Bub on the side and just seeing how they go. I know for a fact one of the girls, Nicole, was holding my little Dustin baby when he was mine. We were in Sydney and she was just holding him, cuddling him, and he cried. And she was holding him like this. She didn't mean anything by it at all. She was just holding a baby how you hold a baby. But the sensors in these are very, very, like it's on or off. Like it tilts to one side and it makes a connection and then it's like, oh, I'm being held wrong. Even though you're holding the baby in such a kind way, it doesn't recognize that. It's a sensor. It's on or off. So we just need to be mindful of that. So like I always say, upright or flat. See, it doesn't take much actually. Or flat on their back, so they can be dead flat, that's fine. She's happy, I ran out of time. The next one that we're going to do is no diaper. We're going to release the tabs on the nappy and take the nappy off. By taking the nappy off, I mean this sensor. If this sensor is on, it's fine. The nappy is not even on at all, but it's this sensor. That is another reason Bub will cry and whinge like that. I think I'll make a short video of just the cries, or one after the other. This is just a longer version of explaining everything about it. So, as soon as the nappy's put back on, baby will stop crying. Again, if you put the ID in the baby's back, it's not going to do anything. And sometimes the Velcros can get a little bit bad, but if you've got one of the hybrids that has the new Velcro on it, then it should be better and not move around. Plus, the Velcro patch is a lot bigger than the other ones, so there's less room for them to move around. The next sound that we're going to listen to is happy. So I'm just going to put the ID into Bub's back. And happy, baby can just randomly at any moment coo. I have never completely tested this, but in the time that I've had Realcares, I have sometimes bumped my Realcares and then they coo at you or they cough or something. I don't know if it's linked or anything, but to me bumping their capsule or their pram or something, like I walked past them, they were just sitting there, I bumped them, they coo. It's creepy. I would love to know the answer to it, but yeah, I can't explain it. So I'm guessing it's just like, oh, it's okay, I'm awake, I'm still awake, like it's just letting you know. That's my theory anyways. The next sound that you will hear from these Realcare Gen 6 babies is a cough. This is also a random sound. So there's the cough. It doesn't mean anything, it's just, again, a sound that they've added in to let you know that Bub is awake and doing its thing. So now we're going to look at Fussy. Oh, it has that sound. That can go on up to, I think, like 10 or so minutes, but baby doesn't get crankier. Baby just continues on with that whining sound. I'm guessing that's the whole sound and it just plays over and over and over again because yeah, baby doesn't get crankier. And I didn't stop it, so I'm not sure why. Oh, 14 seconds, that's why. It only goes for 14 seconds, that one. So the last sound that you need to hear from Bub is rough handling or shaken baby. Now, this baby doesn't have head support, and I'm saying by this baby I mean hybrids don't have the head support. The hybrids that I make don't have head support. I will let you know, when baby cries for this care, you don't need an IED. You just simply rock baby until baby stops. So let's just hit Bub a little bit too hard. Okay, ready? It's going to be an awful scream. Them. This is the second one. 2, 3, 4. And she should start calming after this one. Okay, so that's the calming down. So because she felt upset again, she started her cry again. Very sensitive. I was just not going to move until she stopped. Okay. So technically what just happened then, she got 3 miss rough handles. She got 3 rough handles because she had that screamy cry start 3 times. It doesn't always take 4 screams to stop. As you saw on the 3rd time, it didn't take 4 screams. She started calming down quicker. My theory behind that is 1000% that these babies were in a hard a hard vinyl torso, and now they are in a squishy torso. So I feel like the amount that it takes to hit a Realcare vinyl standard original doll, like sometimes I've hit them and I'm like, why aren't you mishandling? Like, why aren't you getting the rough handle? And I have to like belt them to hit them. But as you've seen, well, she's happy now. As you've seen, Bubby can get really upset really quickly over basically nothing. So that is a flaw in the hybrids, but I mean, that's one out of how many cool things, so I feel like that's something we just need to be aware about. And it's something that I'm also starting to learn now as well. So those are all the sounds that the Generation 6 hybrid Realcare makes, or the Generation 6 Realcare makes. I hope that this video was helpful. The only other sounds that I can think that they make is the beep when you put the batteries in. And of course you've heard the beep when you press the ID into the back. Other than that, they shouldn't be making any other sounds. Actually, when I was younger and took them home and I used to get a text message and your phone was closed, sometimes you would hear the text coming in. It would be like, If you are old enough to remember that, please let me know in the comments. I think that would be so funny. I have a few videos on my channel, I'm sure, in the early days where like I would get a text come in. And if you have any more questions about hybrid babies or Generation 6 babies, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. Like I said, I think I want to do a reel or a YouTube short where I just put the Realcare cries in. I feel like that would be really helpful so you can hear the sounds one after the other. But I feel like this video is helpful as well because it tells you more about just the cries than just hearing the cries. Anything else that you'd like to have posted about Realcares or Generation 6 or Realcare 2 Pluses, definitely comment that below and I will do my best to upload them. I am a little bit behind on my videos, but I'm doing my best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you and I'll see you guys in my next video. She says bye!